How is Sober Paddy here? I'm in the Stag's Head in Dublin and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Irish comedian Rory O'Hanlon. And I actually saw Rory last night downstairs in the Comedy Crunch in the Cellar, and I had a good old chuckle because he's a very funny man. And in one of his jokes he actually talked a little bit about being sober, and was it actually a joke? Because I didn't I wasn't sure, you know.
I sometimes I don't mention the fact that I don't drink because people can get a bit frustrated. The audience can go, here. I thought he was all right. But it just depends what type of gig. I haven't drank in since like about 2005.
Yeah, right.
And but sometimes I won't tell the audience that. I'll just go because I still have the experience of drinking. You know what I mean? And I can relate to it all because I'd done it for so long.
Yeah.
But last night I was doing a particular joke where I said that I don't drink, and then so that's obviously where you picked up, and here we are. Like.
Do you find like you're sort of touching it there? People's attitude to you change a lot. Can you get a feeling for that?
I think it just depends how confident you are about it. Like, you know, in a type of way. Like if you go, like you just go. If you just tell people you don't drink and it's for a valid reason, like, do you know what I mean? You didn't give up. No, that's the thing that's hilarious. No one gives up drinking because they were a really nice person. Do you know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna go, Rory, why did you quit drinking? Oh, stop! I kept booking people holidays on the internet when I was drunk. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like if someone's an alcoholic, it's a horrific story. It's never like, I kept buying people ice cream. It's not. Do you know what I mean? But like, so like, when I've done shows about it before. Like I did a show last year about it, and most of the stuff I've done lots of bits in material about the fact that I don't drink alcohol. But I'll explain why I don't. And I'll go into the situations that you got yourself in whilst you were drinking, and so some people may find may go, he doesn't drink, because afterwards people go, I'll buy you a shot. And you're no, you're all right, man. Yes, you're very rude. So
And was that what it was? Was there kind of situations that kept coming up over and over for you that made you
in my real life? Like, it was just a nightmare.
Yeah.
I used to lose everything. Like, I bought a jacket once for 150 quid.
Yeah.
A diesel denim jacket. This thing was slick. Lost it the first night I was out. Do you know what I mean? I think I probably gave it to someone. Do you know? Like, take that, wave you down.
Being too nice again, you know.
Yeah, but so I used to get really hammered, like, and just I'd lose phones, keys, wallets. You'd wake up and lying in your bed on the floor, just nightmare. You know what I mean? So yeah.
And what did you do? Did someone go, listen, Roy, you know, tap you on the shoulder and say,
no, who'd say that to you in Ireland?
Yeah,
you're drinking too much. No one's ever gonna say that to you, like, you know what I mean? No, I just had I wanted to do stand up, and I had this inkling that for me to do it, that I would have to give up drinking and, you know, that part of my life. So when I started doing stand up, I'd given up drink for a while before. I'd gone like gay, and like I went out one weekend. I had a ferocious time, and I was really bad hangover. And I said, right, I'm gonna give it for a month. And I gave up for a month, and I felt great, like. And then I went back on it, and I felt really great. And then sobered up again. I felt like shite again. So I was on and off it, you know, that type of way. Yeah. And then when I started stand up, I figured that just to do stand up, I think you need to have a clear head and you need to be sort of on the ball. You know, people think, do you have a few pints before you go up on stage? Like, if someone has a few pints before doing anything, it's never going to really work out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? No one's going to go, do you know what would help you tonight if you could slur your words a bit? Do you know what I mean? So that's when I wanted to do stand up. I figured that if I wanted to do it, I wanted to stop drinking and pursue another thing.
There is that thing about if you're trying to give up kind of addictions, you don't actually ever give them up. You just kind of replace them with better things. Do you find that's true or not?
It can be true for certain people, I figure. Like, but I think I had my time with alcohol, I think, was up. Like, you know, I think I'd been drinking like 20 years. Like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't as if I'd just done it for 2 years and I thought, you know, I'm like, I don't really like this. Like, I don't know. I felt like I used to like to start with a drinking session, a few cans, but after a while, I just felt it was never really like a positive thing, and I'd end up in stupid places and never feeling good the next day, and like ferocious hangovers. Like, I get really depressed from like really ferocious depression from it, and I didn't have the confidence, I think, to give it up. But I knew that I wanted to do stand up. Do you know what I mean? It was something that I really wanted to do, and something that I really wanted to. So I had the confidence to go, well, it's either don't do it and live to regret it, or fucking make a life change decision and just do it, like, you know.
And did you go AA? Did you try it like that?
No, I didn't. What I did was I bought a good few books like on how to give up drink. I know it sounds like a cliche. I bought Alan Carr's book, The Easy Way to Stop Drinking. Because I used to smoke as well. I think I'm a very I would be very like, not obsessive, but I binge like.
Right.
Even with cigarettes, I'd smoke like a looper. Like, I'd be in bed smoking. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking hell. I started smoking when I was like 12.
Yeah, right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was mad into bad stuff. Do you know what type of way?
Yeah.
Maybe it was an insecurity growing up that you thought if you smoked you'd look cooler, but you
Yeah.
don't. You're 12. You look like an idiot. You look like something from the circus. But so like I used to sort of get really. I'd drink for. I'd go out and say 4 o'clock on a Saturday. Like for our weekend would be Friday night and like drinking from work till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then you get up the next day and we'd all go to the pub for like 1. And you could be drinking for right through to the whole night, and then you could be drinking all day Sunday, and then you'd be getting up going to work and you'd be like, you'd just be fucked from it, like, do you know that type of way? But I don't know, like I did enjoy parts of it, but I didn't enjoy it all, like, and it's kind of like that's why you kind of look at young people now, and I know a lot of young people are committing suicide and stuff like that, and it's all coming back. People are saying that a lot of this is happening on Mondays and Tuesdays, and it's obviously drink. But I think at that age of your life, everyone's drinking. Yeah. And it's very hard to go, well, I don't drink. Because people, especially at that age, I think people go, oh, why not? Like, you know, everyone's doing it, it's cool. Or, you know.
Obviously, you did go through the whole drinking route. What, I mean, if you knew someone who was struggling with that, late teens, early 20s, what advice would you have for them? Is there anything they can do? Is there anything you learned, you know?
Yeah, I think the best thing to sit down and maybe see what you want to do. I think you'll often find if you say to someone, are you happy? They're probably not happy. Like, they may have been doing something that they don't want to do. Like, I used to go on holidays that I didn't want to go on. Because all your mates are going, you just go. I'd be in fucking Greece in the middle of August going, are you having a laugh? Do you know what I mean? But I just think it's that peer pressure, but it's just that age. I think when you're in your 20s or in your late teens, it's very peer pressure. Everyone's doing it, so you just get involved and you do it. And sometimes next thing you know, you're doing something for 15 years, you're 35, you're in a job you hate, you know what I mean? So it's...
And do you think, I mean, the way you are now, you're travelling the world, you're a comedian full time, you're living the life, you're living the dream probably.
The dream, man.
You know, but it is, you know, it's amazing. But would you have been able to do that if you kept drinking?
No way.
Do you think it's a clear path? Like I mean, you chose to be sober. Yeah. And you chose this life as a comedian. You know, you made sort of concrete decisions to do that. It didn't just sort of happen. You didn't sort of get lucky, you know.
No. So I always wanted not to drink.
Yeah.
I always wanted. I didn't like what it did to. I like not in. I don't like. Sometimes I don't like what it does to people. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I've been there. I've been the idiot. Like, do you know what I mean? And we've all been. If you drink, you're gonna be an idiot at some stage in your life. And I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be in a bar. I didn't want to be in a bar surrounded by people. It's squished up. Everyone's drinking. It's just. I wanted to do something else. Do you know what I mean? I wanted to do stand up, and that's what I wanted to do, and I didn't want to do the other thing. Do you know what I mean? I remember I was in London, and I was over meeting a girl who I didn't even know. I'd been hooked up through someone else. I met a friend of mine, blah blah blah. So I went off to meet this chick. Right, this is right, cool. And I went out on Friday night with her, and she was a nice girl. We got on fine. It was a bit of crack, blah blah blah, and we went drinking. And the next day, I had the worst hangover ever. Yeah. And I was walking through London, and I had a ferocious hangover. And I saw this guy, he was running, and he was going for a jog, right? And he looked really fresh, and he looked like, he just looked like healthy, and he looked good. Do you know what I mean? In a video, I just go, geez, that guy looks fucking healthy. And I just said, I'd like to be him.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Start chasing
after him. I ran after him. No, but I just said that's what I wanted to be. I didn't want to be the hungover bloke anymore. I just couldn't do it anymore. And that's it. And it was sort of moments like that, and then there'd be other moments where, you know, you'd be in another stupid predicament that you'd kind of go, I can't be doing this shit anymore. Like, do you know what I mean? And do you have that sort of? I mean, I've spoken to a few people, and they said day by day they have to do it, and week by week. Do you have that kind of thing where you think, oh fuck, I'd love to go on the beer again, or I'd love to go on one last big blowout session, or does that ever crop in, or are you just happy living the way? Do you know what it is? Like if someone sat me down and said it to me, they go, would you not like to go out and do blah blah blah, go out and get hammered? And I wouldn't. Do you know what I mean? I don't have the. There's obviously moments where you kind of go, they look like they're having a bit of crack. Do you know what I mean? Or maybe if I was drinking, something else, I'd be like, life's not a bed of roses either. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you're sober doesn't mean you're the happiest person in the world.
Yeah.
But it just means that as far as I'm more in control of what I'm doing. I can do what I want to do. I do exactly what I want to do. I don't go anywhere that I don't want to go. And I used to always go places that I didn't want to go. And now I just go, I don't give a bollocks. If I don't want to go, I'm not going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's great. I'll sit in my gaff watching telly, I'll go do a gig, I'll go for a run. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can do stand up, which is great as well.
Yeah.
So you've got to fill it like with so my weekends are all busy, like, you know. So it's not like you're going, well, stand up was a great excuse as well. People go, do you want to go drink? No, I'm doing a gig.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So you can just head off and do your stuff, like, so it's cool.
Speaking of gigs, you got to get down
Yeah,
and get everyone laughing again
Cool,
in the next few
nice
minutes.
one.
So
Yeah.
it's been great to have you.
No worries,
Thanks
man.
very much for coming.
Thanks very much.
People can find you at on Twitter and
Yeah,
Facebook. All
yeah,
that.
or O'Hanlon Comedy, and I'm also on just Rory O'Hanlon, www.orohanlon.me.
We'll put some links down
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
and
do it.
down there,
Yeah,
whatever
cool.
it is. Yeah, cool. Nice one, man.
No worries,
All
man.
right. Thank you very much for watching in, and wherever you are, enjoy what you're doing, and get up out of the bleeding pub, you shout, get out, come on! Get out.